Eora.
Alright, hey, you're great
A
here.
world where mortals live,
So
die, and
last
are
we picked up
reborn
with
through the
Pillars, I
turning of
cleared
the
the
wheel.
base game. Well, the first game
The
was
cycle
base
of
game.
reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible
I'm
through
not
pillars
importing
of a
in my
mystical
last save.
substance
I am
known as
using the
Audra.
save creator in the second
5
game
years
to
ago, you
make
traveled from your
choices.
home to the Deerwood. A
So
nation
it's
that
going
had
to vary
waged war against the
a bit
incarnated god
drastically
of
from
light, Aethys.
the way things were in
resulting
the first
in his
game. Some
destruction.
characters are alive that are
The
dead
country
there.
suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls. That many
I think I'm
going to
leave the intro in here,
for killing
just so that there is a little catch up.
In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a Watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon.
Let's skip that little intro. Alright, so
nice
here's
story.
where the story starts
Fixing up
picking
that
up
old
from
keep.
where
Lifting the curse.
this second game is going to have us kick off.
Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. That maybe the gods weren't finished with us.
They never are. Yeah, we've got the little intro here of everything going to hell. A handbasket.
I used to dream that when my god came back, he would forgive us.
Souls being consumed.
Last the troubled dreams.
Everything, well, everyone dying around us.
Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
Alright. And there's our player character. Knocked the heck out. Yet our soul is still intact despite that chaos. Somehow. Well, we've got a fragment left of our soul that managed to find its way back to the cycle.
This world, the in-between of life and death.
Oh, hello, Bareth.
Follow your memories. You have been here before.
Yes, I'm aware.
You have seen past the shroud. You are a Watcher now.
Yep.
Watcher you will stay.
You can see that as we're a much more
Watcher
potent,
souls,
vibrant soul.
knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
Yep. Come on.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
That. Snippets of our past. Come on.
What is
This
a
part
god?
does just a moment where it's just
A higher power,
drawn out,
a rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked.
I guess refresher, where it just takes a while.
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
Interesting concept, as it was in the first game.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
Yep, alright, come on.
The wheel has
There
turned
we
in,
go.
Watcher. Come.
Alright, Bareth. Alright, there we go. Now, we technically do get an option here to just
An ancient
deny
dwarf
everything,
shares
but
this strange
where's the
floating
fun
platform
in
with you.
denying
His
adventure?
face is creased by so many wrinkles.
What fun is there in
that his
this-
features
refusing
lie
adventure?
buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, you can see his smile coming before.
Not necessarily important. We'll see them later, and besides, it's the intro. It's not excessively important to go over the details here. Just get me to the character creator. Now, I have played this a little bit before, so I am starting with some boons, but they aren't anything drastic.
Thank you for joining
so I'll
us,
have some
Watcher of
slightly better
Cadnua.
equipment.
A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between them.
Your brush with the divine
And
has
this
drained
is
you of your
basically our
powers,
story creator.
fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember. Does everything appear to be in order? Good.
The dwarf
Tell you prayed for my help in reaching Theos. And though you could have broken
Alright,
your
I didn't mean to rapid fire that.
you had need of the gods once before. The being that occupied, though you and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him. No.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of
I know.
Very well, let's get this over with.
It is my business to know. 322 in Cadnua and your surrounding lands.
Wonderful.
Their souls remain in Aethys still. Good. Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember when you can picture your own face,
I'm just skipping through the
the
dialogue.
beyond will lead you back. Go forth
right,
now, Watcher,
there.
as my herald.
That
Know
is,
that
it
I
is
do
always
not
slightly
give you this
different. I think it
title
is.
lightly.
Alright, whatever.
When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling to you. To open the gateway from the in-between to the waking world.
Wonderful.
Find Aethys. Learn his plans.
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Wonderful.
her gauntleted hand. The dwarf nods.
Yep. Alright, well. There is no deal with the divine without consequence, I guess. Alright, come on. Let's get going. This just takes a while and it annoys me a bit. Alright, let's get this on with. I'll probably make these episodes shorter than I did with the first run, well, the first game, because shorter episodes tend to just do better with it in the algorithm. I think 15 minutes is where you're supposed to, whatever.
The return to your body feels like waking after. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake?
I've been sent back to the mortal coil. Now, help me up.
How are you feeling? Sure. Everybody should try it once.
Yeah, sure.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery,
You're
but I'm
missing
afraid
your
I
body.
have some
That's
bad news for you.
eh.
The voice echoes.
Cadnua has been destroyed. Aethys possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby.
Wonderful.
It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived.
Yes,
And even
exceptional
then,
strength
just
and
barely.
having had a meal of other souls.
The further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire Archipelago.
Wonderful.
I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
How could you know all that? You've been faking
Because of
on us.
Bareth.
He
Misfortunes brewing topside, we... Migrants fires the captain stirs.
Yep.
older man with ale.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding
Yay!
parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
Alright, let's get this on.
All right.
Nope.
Now make some use.
Alright. Okay. Where that came from? Ah. Okay, I got that for a quick item.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious.
I know a bit has changed from the last game where there's a bit more control over how your character, I guess, sort of is in terms of conversational responses and disposition, and then there is an influence over, like, Paladin, like I picked, has a requirement for some
I'll
of
be
the
taking
thing.
your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially if you do.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune. Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least it...
Then he's going to wear his breeches on his head and dance for us? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
But the breeches are gonna be stitched from your skin. You got a smart mouth on ya.
I'll cut you down.
Listen up, mates. I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop when you take it. Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners.
You heard, Benwick! Off!
Alright, yeah, I brought this in a turn-based mode. I just prefer it. Let's go ahead. I got charges for the abilities. Pass turn.
Defend the ship!
Well, this could go a little faster. Guess that's the benefit of the real-time combat, but I just kind of don't care. Alright, there's some scenarios where I'm okay with real-time combat, but I genuinely prefer turn-based in a lot of these games. I also need to try to speak up so that the mic picks it up better. I need a better mic.
Storm's picking up! Take cover!
Oh, alright, it's going down. Now, question, do I save the item or do I save the person? You defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble yet. The storm picks up, lashing your ship and driving you dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiant's crew hurries to reduce the sail and batten down the hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is still listing heavily. Just then, a loose crate rumbles towards you, gathering speed in the rain-slicked deck. It misses you, but knocks over... I'm not saying the name. One of your deckhands off of his feet. The Defiant heaves and he pitches over the side. He grabs onto the rail, but fingers are slipping. He cries for help. Meanwhile, the crate totters on the edge of the deck, ready to plunge overboard. You recognize the symbol and realize it's likely from Cadnua, your keep. let's save the guy because crew, I think is a bit more valuable than random item. Meanwhile, the storm has nearly driven you ashore. A flash of lightning reveals the coastline and Aethys riding into the distance. The lookout barely has time to shout a warning before Defiant runs aground. The impact hurls you from the deck and into the froth of waves, bodies, and splintering debris. You struggle towards the beach just ahead, even as the surf tugs you toward open sea. You kick and paddle with all your might, until lest you feel sand between your fingers. Pulling yourself ashore, you collapse. Personally, I like these darker stories. It feels like a lot of the industry isn't capable of making difficult stories, well, dark stories anymore.
A lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand.
Thanks a lot for that.
If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there. So far,
Cool.
It's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
Uh-huh.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Where are we?
No, but it's real pretty.
You don't say.
Difficult to say for certain. The Deadfire is spotted with islands, some quite small. The good news is that if the storm hasn't spun us round entirely, I'd say we're in charted waters. I believe the Valian Trading Company operates in the
wonderful.
region. Hence that little visit from that wretched pirate captain.
Let's see
Well,
about
let's
the
get
other
going.
survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
Yeah, that's fair.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
I've had worse jobs. Of course, cleaning stables won't get you stepped on by a god most days.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid
Oh, thank you
to
for
the
that,
best
at
of
least.
my ability.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Yeah, let's do this. Multiclassing, I know, is going to be interesting. Oh, another soul.
Hope the rest of those sodden bastards did it.
Alright, yeah, I got Wazda now. First, yeah, I kept forgetting to change that first game.
Sorry, friend. Can't.
Hey. The Defiant is looking far worse aware than after its unexpected landfall. The hull is splintered in several places along the keel, while the tattered sails stand as evidence of your battle with the pirates. Scale a hull by hand. Where's the grappling hook? Come on.
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought. It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks. I wasn't planning on going for a run, Casita. It still hurts, but I can manage from here.
Good.
Have you found any of the others yet?
Not yet. Oh, yeah, it does this. Alright, let's hop back down. And now continue looking around. Another wayward soul.
Fancy seeing you here. I can't see much of anything, really, apart from you. Just endless gray. Storm? It's weird. I thought death would be different. Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough. I'll follow you then, shall I?
Come on. Oh.
More. What do you
Ow.
need?
And then paladin ability.
Yeah?
There we go. Right, come on.
Hey. Indeed. Sure.
Watcher, over here.
Another soul.
Nothing for miles.
Alright, well, found another guy.
It is good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the Boars were hoping for easy meat.
Yeah.
The bosun, Beedle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf. Sounds fine to me.
Alright. Let's see. I want to explore a little more. Yeah, alright. I'm going to cut it here for today. Until next time, have a great day.